Well, good afternoon, everybody. And I cannot tell you what the setting is like where I'm sitting here. I'm going to have a hard time concentrating on this interview because the scenery I'm looking at is amazing. But I'm here with Marla and Dale of Jericho Canyon Winery, and I'm going to let them tell their story here. And I'm going to, while they tell their story, I'm going to just enjoy the view. So tell us about when you started here and how it all came about. So tell us a little bit about your background and story of the winery here.
Well, we came up in 1989. It took us about 3 years to find this spot out here in a little bit of the middle of nowhere. Um, we had this wild idea that we could terrace this spot and make a beautiful vineyard and winery, and we were crazy enough to give it a try. So,
You did. Unbelievable. You really did. So, Dale, tell us about the varietals and the wines that you produce off of this property here.
Yeah, so this is a fairly warm area outside of Calistoga, and so we produce pretty much strictly Bordeaux varietals. We have Cabernet Sauvignon on this side. We have some Sauvignon Blanc over on this block, which of course everybody can't see, but on the other side of the creek there. Then we have some Merlot, Cab Franc, a little more Sauvignon. Cabernet Sauvignon on the hillside, and then some Petit Verdot up on top. And we do primarily blends. They all go into our Cabernet, but our Cabernet is made up of about 4 different clones, and we try to just have some different blending material so that we can put together something that has some different characteristics.
Well, I have to ask both of you, what drove you here? What inspired you here to get into this business?
we just decided that we wanted to change our lives. I grew up in the Bay Area, and we lived in the Bay Area. Dale was in finance, and I was a teacher, and we decided we wanted to raise our kids in a different environment, and that's how we started up here. My grandparents had been coming since the early 1900s up to the valley to buy fruit and make wine in San Francisco in their flat, and we did that when I was a kid, so I was familiar, always thought it was beautiful up here, and decided we should try that. Dale grew up making dandelion wine, so that was a little bit different. And an Italian family, it's wine or milk with dinner. I always chose the wine, so.
Absolutely, I would too. Absolutely. Well, this is just beautiful out here, and I have to tell everybody you have to come out here and see their place. It's tucked away back in a canyon, as the name says, and it is awesome. So tell us about what you have, anything new and exciting coming up on the horizon?
Every year is something new and exciting. People always ask us which is the best year, and of course we always say, well this year. No.
Well, I will have to say, having not tasted your previous years, but tasting this year, I will say this year is the best. It is really, truly, what a marvelous spot. So we want everybody to go. Tell us where your website is and how people can find you.
It's JerichoCanyonVineyard.com, and or you can just give us a call, but email is the easiest, info@JerichoCanyonVineyard.com.
Now,
tours and tastings by appointment only.
I was going to ask you if your tastings were by appointment, because you're a little...
Tours, and we also, this summer, will start offering a Polaris tour, too, so we'll take you on a tour around the property in a four-wheel drive vehicle.
I read that on your website. That looks really fun. I'm going to have to come back for that. So, well, this is just beautiful out here, and I just really thank you for letting us share this afternoon with you. And I'm telling you, everybody, it is beautiful. You need to come out here and see this. The terracing is amazing. It's a little bit of a hike. It really is. Thank you both.